Hello, and welcome to Prentice Vlogs. Have you ever put off a project, not because you were lazy, but because you were afraid you weren't good enough? You're not alone. We call it perfectionism, we even wear it like a badge of honor. Oh, I'm just a perfectionist. But the truth is much darker. Perfectionism isn't a quest for excellence, it's fear disguised as virtue. It's the ultimate blocker. For years, I let this illusion paralyze me. I let great ideas die before they even began, simply because they didn't seem perfect. Today, we're going to break this trap. I'm going to give you 4 clear steps to turn that fear into action and finally unblock you. Step 1. Redefine failure the problem. Perfectionists see failure as a verdict. For perfectionists, failure is a final judgment. It is proof that you are not worthy, that you are not capable. It is terrifying. This perspective costs us so much time. It makes us procrastinate, it prevents us from showing up. But wisdom teaches us something else. Failure is not an end point, it is a fact. It is raw information. The action: adopt the mindset of the apprentice. You need to change the formula. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the process. Like a monk who meditates, you are not seeking immediate perfection. You are seeking practice. Every failure is just a failed rehearsal. Concrete action: every time you make a mistake, force yourself to say out loud, "This is data. What does it teach me?" No judgment, just analysis. By doing so, you replace toxic emotion with constructive curiosity. You save time on self-flagellation. Step 2. The illusion of the perfect moment. The problem: illusory waiting. Perfectionists are always waiting. They wait for the right moment, the right resources, the right amount of time. This is the myth of sufficient preparation. We tell ourselves, I'll start my YouTube channel when I have the perfect microphone, or I'll launch my business when I have 100% of my answers. That moment never comes. It's a very subtle form of sophisticated procrastination. The action: the 80% principle. Your goal should be to deliver 80%. 80% is the point where the product is good, useful, and complete, but not yet cluttered with unnecessary details. The last 20% of the work, which leads to perfection, actually requires 80% of your remaining energy. It's a law of nature. By aiming for 80%, you free up that energy and, more importantly, give yourself the right to improve later. Concrete action: get started with what you have, right here, right now. Publish the video, send the email, launch the draft. Feedback is the only thing that will allow you to reach 100% relevance. Step 3. Distinguish between finished and abandon the problem, drowning in continuous improvement. The endless cycle of improvement is the perfectionist's nemesis. We tend to believe that if something isn't perfect, it's unfinished. However, there is an essential line to draw, the line between finished and abandoned. Perfectionists don't know when to stop. They never close the door on a project. That's why so many projects drag on forever or die in obscurity. The action: define a minimum success criterion. Before starting any project, define your MSC, your minimum success criteria. This is the golden rule that says, if I achieve this goal, I can consider the work done for now and move on to the next one. The MSC for a video could be, delivered a clear message and pressed publish. Concrete action: take your current project and write down your MSC. Once you've achieved it, celebrate, even briefly, and force yourself to move on to the next task. It's the movement, the transition, that ends the imprisonment of perfectionism. The echo of action: recap and final challenge. Perfectionism is the thief of your time and your dreams. It doesn't make you look better, it makes you invisible. To free yourself from it, remember these 4 steps that will save you decades of immobility. Redefine failure: it's a fact, not a verdict. Embrace 80%, get started without the illusion of the perfect moment. Define your CSM: knowing when to stop is knowing how to move forward. Your life is not a masterpiece to be looked at, it is a practice to be lived. The time for hesitation is over. If this message resonated with you, like this video. Share it with that perfectionist friend who is stuck. Subscribe to Prentice's Echoes to continue on this path to applied wisdom. Tell me in the comments, what is the first imperfect thing you are going to launch this week? See you soon.